Welcome to Blind Abilities. I'm Jeff Thompson.
Okay, so state services actually played a huge part in everything that I'm doing.
Don't be afraid. Get out there, meet people, be friendly. Nobody is judging you.
Think big. Look at what do you love to do, what do you enjoy doing, and then how can you turn that into getting paid?
I use my Braille display, I use JAWS.
Put on your cape, grab your gladiator shield, and go get 'em, Tiger.
Don't limit yourself.
Career Expo 2019, such a great opportunity for transition age students to meet up with professionals from a wide variety of professions. It was an opportunity for students transitioning from high school to college to the workplace to ask questions from nearly 25 professionals. What is their job like? What tools they use? And to receive encouragement about the possibilities that they too can achieve their dreams and get the career that they want. Welcome to Blind Abilities. I'm Jeff Thompson, and I'm at the Career Expo. I'm at the table of Lifetrack, and I'm talking to Walter Waranka. How are you doing?
Just fine, sir.
Lifetrack. Can you tell our listeners a little bit about Lifetrack?
Lifetrack is a nonprofit agency that has been in existence for well over 70 years now. And the department I work in is we work with individuals with disabilities to help them get prepared and ready for employment, then help them to find their job, and then afterwards to stay in their job, maintain their job, advance within the job.
Retention,
absolutely. So my title is employment specialist.
So an employment specialist, so you work directly with the individuals?
Directly with individuals and also with employers if need be. Part of my job duty is to go out and talk to employers about the idea of hiring individuals with disabilities and try to answer their questions. And also, if need be, when the person does get the job, I can step in and be somewhat of a negotiator over any issues that may come up on the job.
So through State Services Blind, they would recommend Lifetrack for someone?
They could send somebody who they're working with over to us, and then we would provide those services to that individual.
So these are services that would be supported by State Services for the Blind?
Correct, yes.
Oh, that's awesome information to know. I mean, so many people come into this, whether they've been working, lost their eyesight, have very low confidence or skills at some point. The other thing is they don't know about companies such as yours, Lifetrack.
Mm-hmm. Right, and that's where we get most of our referrals out of for who are individuals who are looking for work. So, and a lot of the beginning there is doing just what you said, working with them to help them discover what work they want to do, what can they do, getting them ready for the interview, resume building, a variety of different things. But a lot of what I've been finding is it goes to the confidence. It goes to working with them to get their feeling good about themselves, knowing they can do this.
Well, obviously, you've done that in your lifetime.
I've been with Lifetrack for 22 years, and then before that, before I moved up here to Minnesota, I ran my own nonprofit for 3 years back in Milwaukee, doing the same work I'm doing here right now.
Oh, good for you. So you are visually impaired?
Yes.
And what kind of tools do you use today?
Today, my tools mainly are my computer system with the JAWS, and for mobility, it's using a cane to get around. One of my tools I use on my job, one of the things they ask people have is a vehicle to get around. Well, obviously I don't drive, so the light rail and bus system is how I get around to see clients.
And the Minneapolis-St. Paul area has a pretty good system.
Yes, it does. If I end up having to see somebody who might be further out in like Woodbury or such, I have great ways of finagling rides out of coworkers when they're going out that way. I just go along with them. Or I'm an expert at getting myself around. So
finagling is a skill.
Yep, it is. Absolutely.
What advice would you have, or what advice would you give to a transition age student that may be wondering about their future, what they can do? They just haven't really wrapped their brain around it yet, but they are considering it.
I would say to that individual, first of all, find every opportunity you can to learn about all kinds of jobs, by whether that would be going to do a work tryout, to go figure that out. And also I would tell them, think big. Look at what do you love to do, what do you enjoy doing, and then how can you turn that into getting paid? Most individuals today do a job they hate. They don't like doing it because they never thought about what do I love doing? Now, how can I turn that into a job? How can I make money off of that? How can I make a career out of that? And just be open, be free, and don't let anybody tell you you can't. Say, I'm going to try and figure it out for yourself.
Well, Walter, thank you very much for being at the Career Expo and helping all those that'll be coming in a little bit here. Thanks for what you do.
Thank you for getting this out there.
Be sure to contact your state services for the blind, your voc rehab, and find out what they can do for you. Live, work, read, succeed. A big shout out goes out to Chi Chow for his beautiful music, and you can follow Chi Chow on Twitter at LChichow. Chi Chow. Chi Chow. Enable the blind ability skill on your Amazon device just by saying Enable Blind Abilities.
When we share
what we see
through each other's eyes, we can then begin to bridge the gap between
the limited expectations
and the reality
of blind abilities.
The realities of blind abilities.
Blind abilities.
For more podcasts with a blindness perspective, check us out on the web at www.blindabilities.com, on Twitter at blindabilities. Download our app from the App Store, blindabilities, that's 2 words, or send us an email at info@blindabilities.com. Thanks for listening.